I am Aligalingappa, Assistant Professor in Physics, Government Postgrad College, Siruguppa. Today, I will discuss about forced vibrations, free vibrations, damped vibrations, the definitions of forced, free and damped vibrations, their examples, then the differential forms, exponential solutions. So what we know that in our nature we have three types of motion. Say translatory motion, a rotatory motion, and vibratory or oscillatory motion. If a body moves along a straight path, then the body is said to have translatory motion. Say motion of the car along a straight path, motion of the bicycle along the straight path. They are the examples for translatory motion. If a body moves around a central position, if a body rotates about its own axis, then the body is said to have a rotatory motion. A rotation of the earth about its own axis, a rotation of the bicycle wheel, joint wheel, they are the examples for a rotatory motion. Similarly, vibrator or oscillatory motion. If a body moves up and down, or back and forth, or to and fro, about its main position repeatedly, then the body is said to have vibratory motion or oscillatory motion. The motion of a simple pendulum, or maybe a compound pendulum, or the hands of a walking person, prongs of tuning fork, a swing, they are the examples for vibrator or oscillatory motion. So like that, we have plenty of examples in our daily life. So the periodic back and forth, to and fro, up and down motion of the particles in an elastic medium is known as vibration. Vibration is a mechanical phenomenon whereby oscillations occur about an equilibrium point or mean position. The oscillations may be periodic. So examples, weight suspended from the spring. If the spring is pulled down and then left it, the spring will vibrate vertically. If it moves up and down periodically, such motion of a loaded spring is known as vibratory motion. Again, the motion of a pendulum may be simple pendulum or compound pendulum. Then the motion of a prongs or tuning fork. Then the movement of a tire on a gravel road. So these are some of the examples for vibratory or oscillatory motion. So now we have discussed about forced vibrations. What are forced vibrations? What are the conditions for forced vibrations? Then the examples for forced vibrations. Forced vibrations occurs when motion is sustained or driven by an applied periodic force in either a damped or undamped system. If a body moves, if it exhibits oscillatory motion or vibratory motion repeatedly under the action of an external periodic force, then such body is said to have forced vibration. Forced vibration is a type of vibration in which a force is repeatedly applied to a mechanical system. A washing machine shaking due to an imbalance, so called the example for forced vibration. The vibration of a building during an earthquake, another example for forced vibration. The motion of a swing by an applied periodic force. So this is very good example for forced vibration. Then a fourth example, the movement of a tire on a gravel road, where the car or any vehicle which executing vibratory motion, so called forced vibrations. So differential equation for forced vibrations, m d square y by dt square plus m into dy by dt plus ky is equal to f naught cos of omega t plus pi d, where m mass of a body, k force constant, m frictional force per unit velocity. Then a d square y by dt square plus m by m d y by dt plus k by m y, which is equal to f naught cos omega t plus pi d, which is equal to 0. So then further, which can be done as d square y by dt square plus 2k dy by dt plus omega square y, which is equal to 0. So this is whatever differential equation for forced vibration. Then the general solution for the above differential equation in an exponential form, which is given by y is equal to a1 e to the power of minus k plus root of k square minus omega square t plus a2 e to the power of minus k minus root of k square minus omega square t. So this is the general solution in an exponential form for forced vibration. So now we have discussed about free vibration, or say undamped vibration. The free vibration is a type of vibration in which a force is applied once and the structure or part is allowed to vibrate at its natural frequency. So that means the body is initiated to vibrate with the help of an external force. Then the structure or part is allowed to vibrate at its natural frequency. Then such vibrations are said to be free vibrations or undamped vibrations. When no external force acts on a body, after giving it an initial displacement, then the body is said to be under free or natural vibrations, undamped vibrations. The frequency of the free vibrations is called free or natural frequency. A plucked guitar string is an example of free vibrations. If suppose the string of a guitar, if it is plucked and then leave it, so it vibrates continuously, such vibrations are called free vibrations. The motion of the simple pendulum in vacuum, if it made to vibrate in vacuum, the pendulum continues to be in state of vibration, so called free vibration or undamped vibration. the differential equation for forced vibration, free vibrations, m d square y by dt square which is equal to minus ky, m d square y by dt square plus ky is equal to 0. So differential equation for not forced vibration, where you say free vibration, where m mass of a body, k force constant, d square y by dt square plus k by m y is equal to 0, but k by m is equal to omega square, d square y by dt square plus k by m y is equal to 0. Then a differential equation for free vibration. So d square y by dt square plus k by m y which is equal to 0. So this is called differential equation for free vibration. Then what about the general solution for the above differential equation? So the general solution in an exponential form which is given by y is equal to a1 e to the power of omega t plus a2 e to the power of minus omega t. So this is general solution in an exponential form for free vibrations. So now we have discussed about a damped free vibration, the differential form of damped free vibration, differential equations for a damped free vibration, general solution in an exponential form for a damped free vibrations, then the examples for a damped free vibrations. When a body vibrates with its natural frequency and the amplitude decays with time, and finally the body comes to rest at its mean position or equilibrium position, such vibration is called damped vibration. So that means in case of damped vibration, the amplitude of the body, the amplitude of an oscillating body goes on decreases. After certain interval of time, the body comes to rest at its mean position or equilibrium position. Such vibrations are called damped vibrations. When the energy of a vibrating system is gradually dissipated by friction and other resistances. So what we are saying, the oscillating a simple pendulum or maybe complex pendulum, its amplitude goes on decreases, where which the system is gradually dissipated, the energy of the system gradually dissipated due to the friction, due to the presence of air medium, and due to the gravitational pull of the earth. So called the example for damped free vibration. Vibrations of the prongs of a tuning fork, again due to friction and other resistances, its energy goes on dissipated, the amplitude of the vibration gradually decreases, and finally the prongs of the tuning fork comes to the rest at their mean positions or equilibrium positions. Second, motion of the simple pendulum in air medium, which comes to the rest after certain time interval. So because due to presence of air medium and also the gravitational pull of the earth. So these two are the very good examples for damped free vibrations. So then now we have discussed about differential equation for damped free vibration. In this case, the amplitude of the vibrations steadily decrease. It is due to the friction between the vibrating body and the surrounding medium. So, where the amplitude of the vibrations gradually decreases, it is due to the friction between the vibrating body and the surrounding medium, say air medium, and due to, say, gravitational pull of the earth. The dissipated force due to friction, that is frictional loss. Frictional loss is directly proportional to velocity, that is dy by dt. Where the frictional loss due to the friction between the vibrating body and the surrounding medium is depend on the velocity with which oscillates. So frictional loss is directly proportional to velocity. F is proportional to dy by dt, where dy by dt that indicates the velocity of an oscillating body, where y that indicates the displacement. Then the removing proportionality put a constant. Say F is equal to m into dy by dt. Let this is equation number 1, where m is called proportionality constant. It represents frictional force per unit velocity. So then further consider equation m d square y by dt square plus ky is equal to 0. A differential equation. Let this is equation number 2, where m mass of a body, k force constant. Adding equation 1 and 2, then we will get m d square y by dt square plus capital M dy by dt plus ky is equal to 0. So further the above equation, which can be written as d square y by dt square plus m by m dy by dt plus k by m y is equal to 0. That this is equation number 3. Then further d square y by dt square plus 2k dy by dt plus omega square y is equal to 0. Let this is equation number 4, where m by m which is equal to 2k, where k is known as a force constant, where k by m which is equal to omega square, where omega is angular frequency, d square y by dt square plus 2k dy by dt plus omega square y is equal to 0. This is the differential equation for the damped harmonic motion. So where 2k is equal to m by m and omega square is equal to k by m, but y is equal to a into e to the power of alpha t. Let this is equation number 5. Then the differentiating equation number 5 with respect to t. Then we will get dy by dt is equal to a into alpha e to the power of alpha t, and d square y by dt square is equal to a alpha square e to the power of alpha t. Then equation 4 becomes a alpha square e to the power of alpha t plus 2k a alpha e to the power of alpha t plus omega square a e to the power of alpha t, which is equal to 0, where a into e to the power of alpha t, which can be taken as the common factor. Then we will get a into e to the power of alpha t into a square plus 2ka plus omega square is equal to 0. When t is equal to 0, then e to the power of alpha t, so that becomes e to the power of 0, e to the power of 0 is equal to 1. Then the above equation becomes, so therefore alpha square plus 2k alpha plus omega square is equal to 0. Let this is equation number 6. It is quadratic in alpha, so quadratic equation, hence its roots are alpha is equal to minus 2k plus or minus root 4k square minus 4 omega square by 2. or alpha is equal to minus k plus or minus root of k square minus y k square minus omega square, where equation 6 alpha square plus 2k alpha plus omega square is equal to 0, which is quadratic equation. It is quadratic in alpha, hence its roots are alpha is equal to minus 2k plus or minus root of 4k square minus 4 omega square by 2. Then after simplification we will get alpha is equal to minus k plus or minus root of k square minus omega square. That means alpha is equal to minus k plus root of k square minus omega square, and alpha is equal to minus k minus root of k square minus omega square. Then alpha has 2 roots. Substituting these values in equations 5. So then the equation 5 becomes y is equal to a1 e to the power of minus k plus root of k square minus omega square t plus a2 e to the power of minus k minus root of k square minus omega square t. So this is what about the general solution in an exponential form for damped free vibrations. So in this class we have discussed about free vibrations, forced vibrations, and then damped vibrations. They are differential equations, then the general solutions in an exponential form, then the examples for free vibrations, damped vibrations, and forced vibrations, and so on. Thank you.